Today we're talking about Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This is a fun, classic arcade racer, as opposed to Sim Racer. We're not talking about the arcade version. It has a good sense of speed and momentum. It's really fun. I personally enjoy Racer Revenge more, which I did do a video on. But this was the first one. And this one has got more attention, and it does arguably have more charm. One thing is it being more a direct movie tie-in, even to the point where Episode 1 is in the title, and Duels of Fate plays on the title screen, even though it doesn't really make much sense for a racing game. But it is always nice to hear that song anyway. Wild Shop is fun, especially with all the extra Watto dialogue.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
Overall, with the gameplay, it's very fast-paced and to the point where it kind of surprises you the first time you take off. There's also an engine angling mechanic where you point your engines downward to go faster and lift your engines when landing to avoid damage. This is generally good, except that occasionally it glitches and you'll explode from hitting a slight bump because you didn't put your engines up. Angling the engines downward and hitting A gives you a boost, which is fun to go even faster in a already pretty fast game. And the way you gotta avoid things very quickly, it's real fun. None of the engine angling or the boosting is tutorialized because it's an old game and they expect you to have the manual. By the way, the zero-G sections and some tracks are bad. The way they lock you in and don't let you turn too much. You can only really go up and down. And I don't even know how you're supposed to avoid some of the floating rocks. The tracks are mostly good and engaging. The difficulty's all over the place. Some of them are pretty good. And some of them are made by people obsessed with zigzagging hairpin turns. There are some hidden paths on the tracks, which are easily missable. Some of them are too short to feel significant, but some of them save so much time that they feel mandatory. So it's a bit of a mixed bag there. The environments are limited with only about 4 places. But they are fun and interesting Star Wars places. So it's pretty good. The music is music from the movies, but that's some pretty good music. This is a fun, classic Star Wars game and a fun, classic racing game. And I'm going to give it a 9.00. Thank you to anyone who likes, comments, or subscribes. And before the outro, I'm going to leave you with an ad for my Steam game, The Silicon Shadow. Use your guide boots to slide and shoot around through murderous robots, navigate platforming challenges, and explore the dark atmosphere of an early 1900s retro-futuristic sci-fi space station. Uncover the truth of its downfall in this fun movement shooter.
Hey!